Israel, a small country that has made its mark on the world. Alongside its rich religious and archaeological history, it has also become a place of intense cultural and political conflict. But twice a year, a determined and fast-growing group of dedicated people come to Israel, drawn here by a shared and extraordinary passion. A passion that is breaking down cultural barriers and providing an unusual opportunity for peace between neighbors who are otherwise caught in conflict. This is a remarkable story of how birds, using Israel's unique position in the world, are bringing people from warring nations together. Israel is a small country that occupies a crucial geographical position. Nestled between three continents, it connects Europe, Asia, and Africa. And it is this very special position that provides Israel and the region around it with an incredible natural diversity. Ranging from arid desert regions in the far south to the rolling green hills in the north. But Israel's place in the world has also created numerous man-made borders, fueling years of conflict, crisis, and political unrest. The media's spotlight on the Middle East is focused on a place where war continues to undermine any hope of peace. But this is also a place of crucial importance to the natural world. Israel lies on a flight path of one of the greatest bird migrations on Earth. The country forms an invaluable land bridge for millions of migratory birds as they move between continents twice a year. Traveling from the southern to northern hemisphere and back, over 270 different species of bird use this natural highway. A safe haven uniquely created by the region's diverse landscape, making this land a vitally important stopover.
Well, migration in Israel is unique, is something which is a wonderful phenomenon. It's something which is very distinct. You have a very distinct migration season, both on autumn and spring. This is where we get the huge numbers of raptors that are going through. This is usually where we get the huge numbers of passerines that are going through. Birds that are coming back after being wintering throughout the winter in Africa are on their way back, and after crossing the Sahara, basically they are coming into the first green spot, getting here exhausted and refueling and continuing.
Along with the birds, Israel, it seems, is a place of enormous significance for the bird watchers of the world.
It's one of the bottlenecks coming up from the Rift Valley. It's an incredible place, not just for small birds, but of course for raptors as well. I mean, there are days when tens of thousands of raptors, buzzards, eagles fly through this narrow strait on their way up through into northern Europe. So it is actually one of the most incredible places on this planet.
It's no surprise that following this magnificent natural event are hundreds of bird enthusiasts, drawn here from across the globe. And alongside them are many scientists and naturalists. For them, the migration is an invaluable opportunity to see and study the birds.
The bird migration is like bringing people together from all over the world. All these crazy bird watchers coming together here to see birds they've never seen before or birds they just want to see again. It's an international thing, this bird migration.
This focus on migration is also helping many birdwatchers to educate the people who occupy the region, showing them the rich variety of bird life here and the need for conservation. But this great migration has a more unexpected and profound effect on the region and its people. It's bringing together people from nations that have long been in conflict. Their passion for birds and the opportunity this mass migration offers is helping them overcome years of animosity.
Birdwatching is a bridge between people as much as it's a bridge between, cultures. And if we use birds as a theme that help us together with our neighbors in Jordan or our neighbors in Lebanon or our neighbors in Egypt, it's probably going to help at one point.
Nature and the fascination it holds for people can, it seems, transcend the man-made boundaries of religions, politics, and nations.
You have the birds coming from Europe and coming from all over the countries, and they are passing all through Israel. So the birders are really happy to see their birds or see new birds, and they all see them here, and they are like getting together and like identifying them together, going out in the field together. So also the Palestinians and the Israelis, they're like sharing the same habitat and the same birds. So suddenly they lose all their borders and their differences and their difficulties, and they're starting to talk about the birds, and like within a few minutes, I don't know if they even realize that they are from Palestine and Israel. They're just all about the birds.
We have to work as a region, we have to work together, regardless to boundaries and political problems, and to help the birds pass.
And building on this glimmer of hope are the many birders who converge on this region.
One of the things about bird watchers, they don't recognise barriers, and this is one of the problems. They often get caught and arrested as they've travelled to see a bird across the no man's land, because they get so excited because they've seen a corsair, or they've seen a Huguenot's bustard, or they've seen something amazing.
Birds know no boundaries, and also people who conserve birds, people who want to help the birds, cannot have boundaries.
But the borders between these lands cannot be ignored. Fences and wire stand as a stark reminder of just how strong the divisions are.
Mostly what we hear about the Middle East, about a war there and a war here and another bomb and another gunshot. I wish we could be as peaceful and as accepting like the birds which are migrating through here.
They don't care about our borders or our boundaries. They just go where they live best, where they feel best. I think people should have a look at that and see that you can just like migrate together and go and join forces and find the best spot where you can stay and forget about the borders.
In the face of so much man-made conflict, these extraordinary migrations are a natural freedom, and millions of wild birds find sanctuary in lands torn apart by decades of war. Could their example spread this ray of hope to the people of the Middle East?
Birds should bring people together, and if we can bring different opposing countries together through conservation, through birds, then we're here to do our very best to bring peace and love to this country and to the many people that are here.
Perhaps these extraordinary birds can ultimately prove to be ambassadors for peace in a land of such relentless strife.